comes Compton and the Devils. 2:30 left. As good defense by the Indians, again denying everything inside so far. Into the ballgame for the first time tonight will be Eli Starnes. He'll give Dean a quick rest, as well as Andrew Hensley checks in for Gate City. So you got Compton, you got Hensley, Starnes, Reed, and George. That is the five on the court for Gate City. 2:15 left. Compton from another three-point shot, no good. Rebounded, though, this time was going to be by Kobaki, who's checked in for the first time for Dobyns-Bennett, and the Indians control the basketball. They're down 8-6 at this point. Whitson with the basketball, being guarded by Eli Starnes. Dobyns-Bennett again looking, trying to get maybe something inside. They're about the half-court line right now trying to work the basketball. That's going to be Relford. He's going to be guarded by Andrew Hensley. Relford's got a step. Sweet little lay-in, and then we're a tie ball game once again, 8-8. Compton with the basketball. Going to give it to Hensley. Hensley's got it down to Reed. Reed in the corner is going to go baseline. He gets over to George. George kicks it back up top to Compton. Compton's shot is partially blocked, and Eli Starnes recovers. Gate City maintains possession of the basketball. Hensley from way downtown, shots up, no good. Rebounded by Crumbly and the Indians. Here they come. Try to force the issue. He goes inside. Shot's going to be up and no good. That one by Kobaki. And they're going to get the foul on two. It's going to be Reed.
It's two on Reed tonight so far.
Braxton Kobaki, 6'2" senior, goes to the line for the Indians. Shot is up. Shot's good. Checking back in for Gate City will be John Sally, as well as Matthew Gose and Bradley Dean. Back into the ballgame will be Dalton Harkleroad, as well as Brady Stump for Dobyns-Bennett. Shots up. Shot's no good. Rebounded, though, inside by Browder. Browder maintained possession of the basketball. Great give and go, knocked away by Gate City. Dobyns-Bennett will keep the basketball. Dobyns-Bennett leads 9-8, 1:05 left here, first quarter. Eli Starnes checks back in the ball game, and here comes Zane Whitson. Both teams employing their benches pretty early here, Chris.
Well, they've been going at it tooth and nail, up and down the court as hard as they go. I think they're going to have to do that if they're going to maintain that pace.
As gets it into Crowder, gives it back to Harkleroad as he tries. They're trying to work something inside. Hats off to the Gate City defense. Again, they're not giving anything inside to this point. Browder tries to post up outside. He's got Gose on him. Does get a step finally and lays up, and they're going to say.
Thought that might be a charge. I believe they're going to get Starnes, though, on that.
Nope. Give him the charge.
They're giving him the charge.
So.
That was on Browder.
That would be the first on Mr. Browder. 4 team fouls for Dobyns-Bennett. Dobyns-Bennett leads 9-8. 35 seconds left. Dean with the basketball goes inside. No good, though. Shots up by Ghost. No good. Rebounded by Eli Starnes. Starnes got the basketball. Kicks it over to Compton. Compton from three-point land. No good. Air ball. And goes out of bounds.
I could have sworn the referee down there on that charge signal the bucket was good.
Yeah. Chris, somebody's put the lid back on that goal again, and Gate City's not able to put anything in there. It's 9-8 with 20 seconds left here in the first quarter.
Fortunately for Gate City, though, neither is Dobyns-Bennett.
Yep. A lot of defensive intensity here tonight. Again, this one's going to be played by Stump, being guarded by Eli Starnes. Shot's going to be over in the corner. Passes over in the corner. They try to work around. They're looking for that shot as the Dukes try to get it inside. Shots up and no good by Harkleroad. We played one quarter. A lot of defensive intensity. Some missed shots. But at the end of one, it's 9-8. Again, we'll take a quick break. You're listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
When it comes to health, it's personal. You were created from scratch, so why not your medicine? Premier Pharmacy on Jack White Drive in Kingsport, where our solutions aren't cookie cutter. Each treatment is as unique as you are. With 25 years of creating personalized medicine, Premier Pharmacy puts you first. At Premier Pharmacy, you're a name, not a refill. Premier Pharmacy, Jack White Drive, Kingsport. Find them on Facebook or stop by for a free consultation.
You are listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
All right, we're back here live from Dobyns-Bennett High School. Indians with a 9-8 lead. Chris, what do you got scoring-wise?
Well, this won't take long. John Compton with 6, Andrew Hensley with 2.
Yep.
What you got, Joe?
So, with that, we'll take a quick break. No. Yeah, not a lot of scoring. Again, back and forth.
I can do Dobyns-Bennett about as fast if you want me to. Abaya Relaford with 5, Braxton Quebec with 1, Jack Browder with 3.
Yep, that's it. So, not a lot of scoring in that first
I'll see you at halftime.
So, as Gate City will have the basketball to start the second quarter, Eli Starnes will inbound the basketball. Gives it to Compton, and we're away here in the second quarter. John Compton with the basketball, being guarded by Browder at the top of the key. Bradley Dean being shut out for the first quarter, probably the first time he's been shut out in a quarter in quite some time. As Eli Starnes now with the basketball, gives it over to George. Looking to try to move the basketball and get inside. A lot of defensive pressure right now, not giving anything easy as Dean got the basketball, does finally get inside, and he will be hacked. Shot is up and no good, but he'll go to the line. That's going to be the second foul on number 40, Malachi Hill. So, Bradley Dean goes to the line. Shots up and no good. As the Dobyns-Bennett faithful begins the chance of overrated when Bradley Dean to the line. Again, Dean so far in the season, 36 points, 41 points, and 30 points. Shots up, shots good. Into the ballgame comes DeAndre Mack. He'll give John Sally a quick rest. 7:30 left here in the first half. We've got a tie ball game, 9-9. Stolen away in by the inbounds as John Compton gives it to Bradley Dean. Dean is going to go and lays it up, and they're going to say there's a foul on the floor before the shot.
I believe that's going to go on Jack Browder. It's going to be 2 on him.
Oh, you cannot fool Mr. Carr. You're correct again.
Oh, no, I've been fooled quite a bit so far this season. It's only the second game.
Second foul, again, sort of almost lost the inbound pass. Again, that went to DeAndre Mack. Eli Starnes now with the basketball, looking to try to work it around. They've got it to David George. You know, that's something else we've talked about, too, that Coach Vermillion still trying to work his rotations and you know, trying to get that his fives and his crew in that he wants. So, you know, they're still trying to look for something as they've got the basketball, and they're going to say that Dean
kind of dropped his shoulder when he went in. Then he tried to back out and pass off, and they caught him.
It was a European move. 6:58 left here in the first half. It's 9-9 as nobody scored here in the second quarter as well. So Browder's got the basketball, and another quick foul.
Dean hit the bucket or the free throw. It's going to be 2 on Dean now.
Yeah, with only 18 total points scored, you'd think I would keep up with that better. Second foul for Dean. Coach Vermillion leaving him in, though. He trusts his senior as looks like Tincher into the ball game. Knocked out of bounds by Compton. Dobyns-Bennett with possession of the basketball. Passes into Relaford. Relaford being picked up by DeAndre Mack. Gate City so far this game's went man-to-man the whole time as there's going to be a steal by David George. Gives it to Eli Starnes. Kicks up to DeAndre Mack. Mack over to George threatened to pull
George
that
about
three.
to drop a three on us.
He's going to pull that three before it's
He's debated it, I think, every game.
Every game he's had a look, and he's wanted to go up.
I wonder if Coach has had a talk with him about that.
I don't know. Last year he hit a couple, so as he does have the basketball back up around the top of the key. Of course, George, for a big man, he does handle the ball extremely well. It's Compton now with the basketball. He's going to go inside. Shot's up, and shot is good. Great play by John Compton. It's 11-9, Gate City.
Compton has come to play tonight.
Gives the ball to Jason Dennis as he tries to work the ball around. Gives it back to Whitson, which ball knocked away by Gate City. Will stay possession with Dobyns-Bennett. 5:48 left here in the first half. It's 11-9. Gate City is back into the ball game. Comes Andrew Hensley. And into the ball game for Dobyns-Bennett will be Caleb Crumbly. Crumbly, a 6'1" senior for the Indians. Passes in, almost a wild pass to Jason Dennis. But
I think the last two they've tried to throw them to us.
One of them's going to come to us. So we may be buying a new computer before it's all said and done. As Relaford with a step over, gets by Max. Shot's going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Browder. Up and in, giving two. We've got a tie ball game at 11 with 5:27 left here in the first half. Gives it to Eli Starnes. Starnes trying to run the offense now for Gate City as they get it to DeAndre Mack. Mack to the top of the key with Compton with the basketball at this point. Now they're going to start double teaming Compton.
They're going to get Zane with the reach there. He reached in and popped Compton pretty good. That's going to be two on Whitson.
So, foul situation for Dobyns-Bennett. Whitson's with two, Hales with two, and Browder with two. What about for Gate City?
We got Dean with two, Reed with two, and Hensley with one.
As checking back into the ball game will be Luke Reed. So the five that's on the floor for Gate City will be Compton, will be Hensley, Starnes, George, and Reed. Shots up, shots good.
9 points already for John Compton.
And so far, Dean with 1 point. If you're Dobyns-Bennett, you got to be happy about that. The defensive ability they've had to shut him down at this point. As second shot's up and in, 13-11, 5:05 left here in the first half. Tincher with the basketball. He's going to pass over, gets it to Relaford. Relaford with another three, and the Indians now lead by one. John Compton gets the ball, comes across the timeline, gives it to Reed. Reed over to Starnes. Starnes back to George. Gives it back to Andrew Hensley. John Compton with the basketball. Now he's getting the Bradley Dean treatment of two players every time. David George, he wanted to get that three. Couldn't decide. He pulled that foot.
Drug his foot just a little bit, and the referee's unfortunately right in position to make that call.
I wanted him to shoot it. 14-13, Dobyns-Bennett with the lead.
In retrospect, that would have been a good thing.
Yeah. As Dean comes back in, he'll give Eli Starnes a rest. Here comes McKinley Tincher, 5'10" sophomore, running the offense for the Indians. As he's got a step, goes up, shots up, no good. Rebounded by Andrew Hensley. Here comes the Devils. Bradley Dean now being guarded by Browder. Pass a little bit wild at this point. Ball knocked away, taken over by Dobyns-Bennett with 4 minutes left here in the quarter. Good matchup right there between Tincher and Reed. Forces the pass, gets it back up to Relaford though. Dobyns-Bennett will settle down and try to run their play. Relaford at the top of the key. It's going to be using a screen by Dennis. Try to get by John Compton. Relaford shots up. Shot is no good. Rebounded though by Dennis. Puts it back in off the rebound. It's 16-13, Dobyns-Bennett. Hensley with the basketball now for Gate City. Passes over in the corner to Compton. Compton shots up. Shot is good. Timeout, Gate City. Gate City calls for time, 16-16. 3
threes for Compton on the night, and if I'm not mistaken, they've all come from that corner. That's his area.
That's his area. That's a full timeout. We'll take it with him. Again, 16-16. You're listening to the home on Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.